2020 was, terrible. And then we made decisions to let it not be so terrible. And, it started off, I think it's a similar story that everybody experienced, of course, having to close the restaurants. And then it was actually weird to our operators became good at opening and closing the restaurants. So it was great for me that they were kind of handling that aspect of the business so I could, help navigate a way out of it for us. And, probably most importantly was about 6 months into COVID, we made some big decisions around we were going to grab a hold of our future. And so we started with our awesome new partners, Aries. We started investing in talent, technology, digital, data warehousing, and really everything to make Cooper's Hawk live up to its full potential over these next few years.
So you probably weren't doing much in the way of delivery before the pandemic, is that right?
Correct. Yeah, we were not. I've joked. I've said this in a couple of meetings that we had the whole delivery playbook, like up on the shelves, and we said, one day we'll do that when we need to. So thankfully, we were ready. And so when pre-COVID, doing delivery was going to take us about 9 months to launch. And then once COVID hit, we figured out how to do it in 4 business days. So that was really, really great. And, the other part of Cooper's Hawk, which I'm sure we'll talk about, the 2 things that really enabled us to hit the metrics that you were speaking of a few minutes ago was, our incredible culture. And I know a lot of companies talk about culture, but it is so alive and well at Cooper's Hawk, even during COVID. And then number 2, our wine club, which is coming up on 500,000 members. And so the diversity of our business, our culture, and the incredible loyal following of our wine club members, thank goodness for all that. That's probably all I can say.
Did you grow the wine club membership during the pandemic year?
We did, even in the early months, which, I probably shouldn't go on record saying it, but I was actually, we couldn't believe it. It was still growing during the pandemic. And part of it was we have this carry out discount that is a part of being a wine club member. And I think just like in 2008, when things were really bad for a moment, I do think it's a flight to quality. So people would come in, of course, there were very fewer people that came in, enabled us to have a conversation with them where we could explain the benefits of the wine club. And it grew significantly over the last 15 months. So I, again, probably shouldn't go on record being surprised by that, but we were very happily surprised.
So what's the response from your membership so far? Have they been coming back? Is there pent up demand? Are you really seeing people rushing back to restaurants? What are you seeing this year?
Yeah, massive pent up demand for sure. Sales are, even the restaurants that can't seat at 100% capacity because of staffing are doing, 2019, 110% volumes just because there's so much demand. Thankfully, COVID, I don't know if it's thankfully, but I know we all kind of put some pounds on and off, and everybody was drinking a little bit extra wine during COVID, I think. So that was good for our business model for sure.
I know I was. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, so let's talk about growth. 6 units during the year, during a tough year, but what about this year? What's your plan? Yeah,
this year we'll end with 4, having opened 4 units. Next year we'll open up 8 units. And continuing our philosophy, which I learned from a great advisor of mine, is we're big on cluster strategy. So if we're going to open up 8 units, 1 or 2 of them will be new market exposure, and the rest will be filling in throughout the markets that we're already in. And sometimes we think of markets being a little bit like Florida being a market, right? Even though it's got multiple markets within Florida. And so just to continue to build a company, build a wine club, and then, ultimately venture into new experiences and opportunities for the wine club members to be a part of. So we've got a lot of cool secret projects going on for sure around here. So
do they have to be secret? Can you tell us what the projects are?
I could share a little bit of them, I think. One of them is we've been dipping our toe in travel for quite some time. And so we're actually launching a travel by Cooper's Hawk platform. So wine club members will be able to book travel through Cooper's Hawk. and get points and all the great things that they love about Cooper's Hawk. Most importantly, their trust in our brand to be able to travel with us. So it's going to be curated trips. So we take currently groups of about 35 to 40 people to Argentina to experience the wine country there, to Napa Valley, to Australia. Now, wine club members will be able to have those same experiences, but they don't have to wait for the group. They can go and kind of book that, curated by Cooper's Hawk and Tim and Emily Wines and Chef Matt to, be able to do these types of experiences. That's one. And the other one that we're super excited about, so I won't give you the specifics, but I'll give you the idea, is we found one of the greatest restaurants in all of Italy, and we're going to be bringing it to the Chicagoland area to really kind of curate a unique experience for wine club members, and then hopefully grow that as well. So
wow, that's exciting. Do you mean actually bring the brand to open restaurants here, or do you mean a pop-up experience, or experiencing just the menu? Or
no, actually bringing the brand here. It's a
wow.
true partnership with Italian restaurant kind of dynasty family, and it's going to be awesome. And I think just the start of some really cool ideas that we're working.
Okay, I know you're opening in Sarasota this week, I think, right?
Yeah, next Monday. So not this upcoming Monday, the next Monday.
So has the pandemic changed the type of locations that you look for? I know at the end of 2019, you were moving into more urban locations for the first time. Is that going to continue, do you think? Or what is your thinking in terms of the spots that you look for?
I don't think it changed too much of our thinking. We have our one restaurant, Esquire, in the city of Chicago, and that really wasn't. Folks have said, "Oh, that was your idea to test out urban," and it wasn't. I think Cooper's Hawk will do very well in urban environments, but Esquire was specifically our version of how Starbucks does the roasteries. This was our tribute to the world of wine through the lens of Cooper's Hawk. So this location was, about, again, creating a unique experience for wine club members that they otherwise might not be able to attain. And as we think about the real estate philosophy, we love being the, it's kind of whether it's Chili's or TGI's, the local neighborhood restaurant that happens to do, AUVs of $9.3 to $9.4 million. And so that's what we like. We like, we're really being a part of a community where, the suburbs have a lot of folks that, want to be wine club members, that want to come, and the level of frequency of the diners is really incredible. So philosophy didn't really change. Some of the opportunities have been great. So we're trying to take advantage of that, but otherwise still pushing forward business as usual. So.